everybody. Welcome to my channel and welcome to the 222 portal. I'm so excited about it. And I'm here with my good friend, Sara Kajawa. Say hi.
Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. Happy 2 for Tuesday. Woohoo!
Well, you just made it easy. And let me tell you, I want to just say this because Sarah's just a number whore. She's only here because of the numbers.
I love my numbers. I love my numbers. And 22, multiple twos have been in my life since I was a little girl. I just never had a meaning. I just thought it was my lucky number. And, that was it and all of that until my son passed in 2014. And then I started exploring and learning more. And as I communicated with him, he would share more. Then I learned more about our master number numerology and angel numbers and communicating and using numbers. And they just kept coming up more and more. And I followed that thread until I felt more secure and understanding and feeling good, even more so about my numbers. So today is a special day.
It is. And you want to tell us about your group?
Oh, my group. Yes, I have a Facebook group. It's a private Facebook group, Doing Grief Differently with Adam and Sara. And it's an uplifting swing on taking grief and using it as a catalyst in your spiritual awakening to learn to live and do life differently.
Absolutely. So this portal, I'm so excited about this portal. And I did a lot of reflecting, a lot of meditating, a lot of channeling on the portal. This is a once in a lifetime for our lifetime. What I said in that other video the other day where I did a meditation. I said, it's never going to be a lineup of twos again, which is okay. 22. We're not going to be here though. So this is the once in a lifetime portal for us. And this is a portal of higher love and partnerships. 2 is the number for partnerships. It's a number for duality. If you add all these twos together, you get a 3, right? Which is the Trinity, which is kind of, I see it as the divine masculine, divine feminine, and energy that the marriage of those two together, the union of those two together bring out, which is what, when we're on a spiritual path, we're working toward on the inside. We're always working toward clearing up the distorted masculine and feminine. And I'm so sorry. I just got a text in and it just kind of made me laugh. Okay. I'm bringing them into union. Also, I channeled that this was like a midpoint of the portal. I was like, that doesn't make sense. I thought it was the 2nd to the 22nd. I don't know that it's necessarily a midpoint, but I did a little research and found that it is a 9-day portal from the 20th to the 28th, a palindrome portal, the 6-9 palindrome. And the next one will not be until 33. So the 9-6 combo is a significance for the divine feminine and masculine vortexes of energies. It creates that toroidal field in the heart center chakra. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. We're going to talk about heart chakra in a little. Okay.
Yeah, to help anchor and heal both soul aspects, the feminine and the masculine, which is within each of us. And also there's one more thing about this portal today that I want to make clear, because people are feeling, I think, it as an anxiety. We often feel excitement as fear or anxiety. But also there's a choice point. This portal feels like the universe is pushing out a choice point to us. And I know what it is. I'm so excited. The choice point is pushing us toward taking the choice of our higher timeline. Now, yes, it's a very simple thing to say, but it's the answer. And that's whatever that looks like for you to raise your vibration, whether, it could be, I'm reading my notes because I did a lot of notes on this. You may find that you have some kind of action that you need to take, but you're feeling a lot of fear. And so the advice for that was to work to transmute the fear into excitement, because it can go either way. The angels are saying, you can use fear as excitement. And if you just transmute a little bit of the fear into excitement, you'd be more likely to take the action steps that you have not been willing to take. Isn't that amazing? And for some of us, it could just be that we make the decision to release the things that haven't served us, that we make the decision, to anchor into leaving that void point. And what the void point means is to not have expectations on outcome for what you're working. So we're all working towards stuff. We all have dreams. And sometimes we get so laser focused on them that we don't leave that void. We have to have this. We have to have this. And we start chasing things. And I thought about this because I was like, I have to present this information. And I remember I have been like a master manifester my whole life until I started chasing things. And let me tell you, this is when I was 3 years old, I saw the first Soldier show. It's a huge off-Broadway like type thing. And I watched it and I thought the whole time I was so excited. I was like, I want to do that. I'm going to do that. I felt that whole night and I let it go. I never thought about it really again until I was in a smaller show and found out that someone had sent my video forward. I did nothing. And that I was going in for a re-audition at the Army Soldier show. This is the type of thing. So what we do, we get excited about it, we let it go. We're not working toward, because you know what? We have to find ways to make our lives amazing, regardless of what's coming tomorrow. Because today counts. Today is what counts. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. That's lots and lots of great information there. Because you're right.
Right?
It's almost like we stifle it. When we put in a box and it has to be a certain way, then we don't look outside the box anymore. And we forget that we're in the box and we got to do this whole thing all over again. And go, oh, yeah. Because you're a good manifester when things come up to reassure you. The universe is always reassuring you. But yet many of us get into that fight or flight, that fear. When's the other shoe going to drop? And then we get down to that worry path and then it slows everything down and we're in a box again. But then we forget we're in a box. Until something else changes. Right.
And then it's also like, because I know for me, it's like, you know what is going, I'm such a good manifester. This should be happening. Let's make this happen. Let's get this on now. And then you're like, what the hell? I deserve this. I deserve all my happiness. And you got to realize, yes, you do. You deserve it right now. Find it right now. And that's what a lot of people, I feel like in this cycle have got to do to go to their next highest timeline, is to let go of the outcomes, is to let that void come in and live for the now, live now. You know what I mean?
Right. Being mindful and then laser focused. Subconsciously, we've got so many things going on where, that you may not catch it. And that's what kind of slows down your cogwheel and you don't even know it. Because this is how it has to be. No different if you have a timeline, you need to be here, X, Y, Z, and this is who you're meeting, and then everything backfires. And then many of us, kind of implode because we like to have control over things. Right?
Yeah, I'm just.
And then our energy vomits on everyone around them. That's what. You're right. And then you spend more time cleaning up and getting back onto the higher timeline. So the portal means just you have a choice. You can take the high road, low road. There's no right or wrong. This might take you long. You take the low, slow, winding road. It's still going to get you there, but it sure feels better to be on the higher timeline. But you have to consciously practice those higher thoughts, because then your awareness expands and you can see more. It's like you can travel below ground or above ground. You see more above ground.
I agree. There's no right or wrong, and you're going to get there when you do. But I feel the universe pushing right now because it's going to push, that the earth is trying to ascend, and the earth and we affect everything, blah, blah, blah. It's just kind of it's like what's that called? The effect where it just keeps, what's that called?
The momentum or the cause?
I guess, or the butterfly effect. How I told my son earlier, because, I was so excited about today. I'm like, I'm going to tell you about it. He's 17. He's like, whatever, Rob. But I said, what we learn when we get on a spiritual path, and I know he's such an empath and he's such a beautiful soul, he's going to get there one day, is that we, it's not just, something that you say to someone, that it all begins within. When you decide, oh, I want to save the world, you have to realize that you have to be the change you wish to see in the world. It is the truth. And what it does is it magnifies. It's like a quantum, because when I change within, right, the people around me are affected. And so it's a quantum thing. And that's what you learn on this journey, is all you have to do is you,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So turning on the news and then waiting for things to change. Doesn't work that way. So you got to be you got to work on yourself. And then you look at things differently. Things that may have rattled you before, if you're on a higher timeline, they're not going to rattle you now.
It's true. Or sometimes when you start to look at things differently, it brings you to your higher timeline. I'll tell you about that later. That's a personal thing. But yeah, there are things that do that for you.
I mean, there's a gift. There's a gift in the muck. There is a gift. But you can't stay there and unpack everything and just stay there. It's you that has to get yourself out of the muck.
Absolutely. Yeah. I agree. So I did do a nice meditation on this to bring, oh God, I did not mean to make that noise. Was that loud? Oh, to bring in the love from the portal. And I want people to really, you can use it to raise the vibration of your own love affair or whatever, I suppose. But I want you to bring this love in for you first. Everything, just like we just said, everything should go to you first. You have to love you first completely. You have to let yourself feel that love first, and then you can bring it to everyone in your life, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you're going to notice it, because when you start loving yourself, I don't want to say start, it's not like it's game over, but you'll notice, you'll just know by your mood and the people around you, are you accepting them where they're at? Then that's just the vibration of it. If everyone irritates you outside you, it's a reflection of how you feel about yourself. And the only thing you can control is yourself.
It's so true, because I swear to God, if you go out and you feel, we've all done this. You go out and you feel really ugly and you're like, I just don't want anyone to look at me. And you kind of, you pull your energy in, and less people will look at you because your energy is so close to you. But if you go out and you're looking good today, I am looking good, and your energy is all out there and everybody's looking at you, everybody wants to talk to you, that kind of thing, it's such a huge difference. The beauty is more in your energy field than on your face and body.
And people pick up on the energy. It's not just animals. We do. It's like babies. We pick up on the energy first. And we
absolutely.
When you walk into a room, who to go next to, where to walk, where to sit. You can just feel it before any words are spoken. Yeah.
Yes. That's all I really channeled. Now, you were saying something earlier about, I wanted to just put this one little thought out there with this, because when I've written several pages of notes, and, one of the thing that I really feel is the push to go up in your timeline, to move your timelines up, and
like a cheer. Yay!
But also you can see it as going up in the elevator, which you talk about a lot. So getting in the elevator and going up. And it's about your vibration, really. It's not about you have it's so weird. I love energy and I love alchemy. But when you talk about timelines, sometimes it confuses people. And you have these timelines right here with you. And you choose it by what you choose to vibrate at. It's just like tuning a radio station. So we can choose to vibrate low, and we can walk outside and have someone yell at us. We can, it's really is a vibrational thing that we tune into our timeline. So you are in control more than anything, because if you walk outside in a low timeline and someone yells at you, you're pissed. But if you walk outside in a high timeline and someone yells at you, you might not even hear them. Okay.
Right.
You're more compassionate.
Yeah. I remember my Reiki mentor in the beginning. her talking about that, and I couldn't wrap my head around it in the beginning, how like she was in a different vibration than her husband. Like he would notice the negative or bad things around that's going on in the world. Mm-hmm. And she's like, I don't even know what you're talking about. I didn't see that. And I was like, there's something to this. So I'm good. And then of course, then I played with the energy and learned that, but I didn't understand how we are such good alchemists or manipulators of the energy that it truly is. You can tell like when you shift, when you're with someone and maybe they're not in the best mood, or your child is not feeling well, or things went wrong at school or whatever. And then you shift their energy a little bit, it shifts everything. You can just feel it. So if you start feeling it, not thinking it, just play with the energy feeling of it.
Mm-hmm.
Or if like say your spouse comes home from work and brings work home, and when they're walking in the door, it already feels off before they even say a word. And you're like, okay, how can I help shift this so it doesn't penetrate into my field as much? Mm-hmm. As much. That's the key. But,
absolutely.
The more you play with it, play meaning figure out ways that help serve you. So you're not the fixer, you're not the smoothie, you're not taking on their problems, and but always putting your energy first. That's a hard one, because that happened this morning, because I had to take my car in for some repairs, and then my husband had a little bit of a road rage thing just leaving there, and was like, holy crap, this is 7:30 in the morning. So I felt myself starting to shut down, pull in. I said, okay, I'm going to figure out how to change this. So when I get home, did X, Y, Z. And then I even got my Palo Santo smudge stick out and smudged the house, smudged me.
Good for you.
Just to kind of help clean. It's like, this is not the way we start out the day. This is not the way we start out the day. Not on this special 2 for Tuesday day either.
Yeah, no way.
So that's how I had to shift it. And then I connected with my son, and he's making fun. I heard him joking and making fun. And that was just like, well, if he can joke and make fun from heaven, I was taking this way too seriously a few minutes ago, right?
I gotta tell you this because you're gonna laugh. I had to pick up, and I don't get real mad, but I was just irritated. I had to pick up groceries earlier, and this other SUV, they're pulling out forever. I'm like, I want to go, come on, pull your car out. What in the world? How does it took them like 5 minutes just to back out? And so here's me, right? I end up laughing my butt off, and then I'm like, this is how you pull out. You can't control your car. You should get a smaller.
See, that was an angel in disguise teaching you patience. And there's probably a 22 on the license plate. You didn't even notice it because you were in a bad mood.
Yeah, I couldn't see it because they just made me so mad. I was like, how does it take this long?
Isn't that funny? Yeah, and it's right. When you're in a good mood, time speeds by.
Mm-hmm.
When we're irritated, it slows way down.
Absolutely.
Very slow. And everyone irritates you. Also, too, when you're jumping in timelines, you're in a higher place, you're going to have more synchronicities. That's normal to have more synchronicities. The angel numbers, like I can see multiple 2s, anywhere from 2 dozen to 100 a day. It's just normal for me to constantly, they just pop out. It's almost like someone's taking a black Sharpie to everything, and they just pop out at me.
I know, I'm a number person too, and I go crazy with the numbers all day long. I'm like,
so I just know I'm on a higher timeline. Yeah. And because I wouldn't notice them, otherwise. If you're in a bad mood, or you're not in the present moment, you're in the future worrying, or you're irritated in the past, you're not going to notice this. The synchronicities are there. They're just on a higher timeline. They're all there. So that's how you can reach for them and notice them. Whatever. It doesn't have to be numbers. It could be anything. So that's a good way as an indicator, looking for the synchronicities that you're on a higher timeline. Because everything is connected, because we bring it into our reality. I love to. So of course they're going to come in. But I also use it for different ways to communicate. too.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Yeah.
I have my own meanings for the twos. So, and I'm a master number 11. My husband's a 22. There you go. So.
11, the life path. Often people say, yeah, it's also the divine masculine and feminine union is 22. So there you go. There's your husband.
Oh yeah, we've got lots to learn with each other this go around. For sure. And just making it through the death of my son, that's huge.
That's huge
because
it's huge that you're together.
So many people don't make it through. The family falls apart. So I know that.
Talk about your heart chakra thing when you're
done.
So I want you to
go bright. It's really not that bright, but on the screen it looks super bright. But you were going to do the meditation. I was thinking we can do that with the meditation. You can do the heart chakra, how we're going to visualize just bringing out the heart energy. So we can do that. Spend like a minute now if you want. I'm gonna do that.
Oh, and do like
and you can do your own, but we'll just talk about the heart chakra because I mean multiple meanings obviously around our heart chakra, but this as far as the love, we're gonna like ooze out. So I want everyone to just take a few calming breaths and close your eyes. And you can repeat this later too. I want you to visualize your heart chakra just radiating. So if you want to visualize the green stone that I showed you earlier, you can visualize that over your heart. Now just feel the green color energy vibrating outwards from your heart chakra. If you want to think of it as smoke or tentacles or as watercolor, just oozing out the heart chakra. Allow it to flow upward into the higher chakras, through your neck, up towards your crown. Just visualize it. This beautiful, amazing energy flowing. Now the same green energy flowing from the heart chakra, allow it to flow out your arms, all the way down through your fingertips. Just feel the love. Feeling any voids you're feeling, and emptiness, hurts, pains, sufferings that are not fully healed. Allow the beautiful healing green energy to flow through all the crevices. Now allow the energy to flow downward through your solar plexus, down through your sacral, root chakra, all the way down your legs, through your feet, and radiating all the way out, grounding you into Mother Earth. Now, if you want to encapsulate your whole body in the green energy, your whole room that you're sitting in, your home, your office space, the neighborhood, the community, the state, the country, allow it to keep radiating, filling the space till it covers the whole planet. Sending love, peace, tranquility to the whole planet. Just feel it. You may even feel a swirling sensation. Bringing the union of the masculine and feminine together. We're asking that all the leaders in the world to choose the higher timeline. Help bring more peace and compassion. Let's bring more empathy to the world. And we ask this on this special day and always. When you're ready, you can thank the universe, thank your angels and guides, thank yourself. And Nanette and I thank you for being here, watching this video, and for being on this timeline with us. to be here on the planet on 2/22 of 22.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Oh, that was fun.
It was really fun. It was very good, Sarah.
That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Whew, I feel centered now. It's been a
Yeah.
busy, crazy day, but a fun day.
I felt the electricity, which I often, I'm very big on alchemy, you know that. So I feel this often, and I feel this often if someone is thinking of me with love. And so I felt this electricity in the heart area while we were doing that. I think that was awesome. Well, it is electric, but you know what I mean? Like a also we did I
just saw a generator. So we're like our heart's a generator. We're pumping it out.
They are. They absolutely are. So I pulled cards earlier before, even like after I channeled and stuff before the video, and I wanted to share them. And I think they're very interesting. Let me turn this a little bit. So what I pulled, the first card that came out, and it's funny because this card just kept popping at me, right? Okay. As I was shuffling. And I was not surprised it came out, was the Star card, which represents, isn't that beautiful? Mm-hmm. Which represents healing and hope. And then, funny, we're talking about divine masculine and feminine, the Empress and the Emperor. So healing of hope of the divine feminine and masculine. And when we are on a spiritual journey, we're working to heal the distorted feminine and masculine and bring forth within the divine feminine and masculine into union within. I know some people are on the without journey also, but I just want to talk about the within. And then this time I pulled the Ten of Swords, which, look at that card. Isn't that beautiful? Mm-hmm. The Ten of Swords is about, I thought this was perfect. This is about what do we have to do to move forward and find our higher timeline, is to rethink the ways that we've seen things, to see things differently, to let go of the illusions, right? That's a lot about what the Ten of Swords is about, which causes a huge, like a tower moment almost. But do you see in this one, there's a rainbow behind it. So you did all this work, so this is fluid. You either did it, you're doing it, you're going to do it. If you're watching this, all this work to change the way you see things, change your perspective, to change. I mean, the spiritual awakening makes you feel like you're crazy sometimes because you change so many of your thought processes. And so here's the rainbow that the divine God, source, your angels, whatever you are sending in, saying, hey, you're doing this so that you can have all the good that you came here to have. You know, you're doing this to bring in that new earth or that happy timeline, however you want to look at it, right?
Right.
And then I got the Queen of Pentacles, which is just kind of telling me we're grounding in, right? We're grounding this in. Once we do all that work, we ground it in. The Queen of Pentacles knows she has everything she needs. And if we're talking about choosing the next timeline, she knows she has everything she needs. She does not chase or want or need or fear anything because it's all right there. She's just sitting right there with her booty. I'll call it booty, with her booty. Shut up, Adam. And then the Strength card, which represents, all of the strength it takes to face these challenges, to have a spiritual awakening, right? And the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Pentacles, which is the universe bringing you your new beginning for all the work you've done or will do, whatever it is. Understanding inside that this is coming. You don't have to do anything. You just have to live your life and be happy.
Live your life and be mindful.
Yes. And that's what I got.
Yeah,
so
that's awesome. Those are beautiful cards.
They are so beautiful.
Yeah, I pulled two cards before we and then I hit the record button. And here's the first one. I'll read it. Ace of Emotion. This cherub is announcing that a wonderful new emotional experience is coming into your life. You may meet someone new who makes your heart flutter, or your current relationship will experience a reawakening. It's what we're talking about, relationships.
Yes,
Portal.
absolutely. The two.
Okay.
The
It's also possible that your intuitive abilities will be greatly increased by your open heart, which is about this portal too, because the higher timeline we take, our intuition kind of kicks in, the more synchronicities. You'll just know you're more in the flow. Okay, that was the first card. Second card, I wasn't sure when I first pulled it, but we're going to go with it. And Annette agreed that it goes right along with it. Forgiveness. Always, right? That always comes up. Holding on to resentment and anger is preventing or even suffocating your spiritual growth. Resentment is one of the strongest and most damaging of human emotions. The act of forgiveness is in its own right is equally incredibly powerful, and it has the capacity to heal and transform.
Mm-hmm.
So here we get back to green, heart chakra, as we heal our heart from all our hurts, from our grief, everything that's happened.
And that matches this. It matches my cards. It matches because when you go through this, the Ten of Swords is a harsh energy, although it's the end and time for a new beginning when you get there. But you have to forgive yourself. You have to forgive the situations. You have to forgive the people who brought you the lessons that helped you to see through the illusion. You know,
mm-hmm.
So
of why the universe, why your higher selves conspired for this person to cross paths with you. But we go through these would haves, should haves, could haves to death, the what ifs to death, trying from the small person, from the personality, from the 3D level, trying to figure out and recreate and play it over and over and over. It's like watching an ending of a movie over and over and over and trying to change the movie. You can't change that. So you pick that higher timeline and go, oh, here's another meaning or another layer to this. Now I see why this happened, or this person was in my life, or provided this experience or lesson. Oh, those aha moments. And then you lift up.
It is, yes. And with that being said, I just heard do some toning to pull in the higher timeline. So if you want to tune into this, kind of close your eyes, relax, and let the toning help pull you to a higher timeline. I don't know what's going to come out, because here we go. Sara, if you want to do some Reiki while I do it too.
Okay, so I'll do that. I'll send Reiki while you're toning.
Okay.
That felt good.
The end was because I felt all of these. It felt like a lot like ancestors. I felt them all like, come on, bring all of us into it. I'm like, what do you think I am? And then they're like this. Yeah, that's what the end was.
Well, I feel like you're doing the higher tones, which brought us to a higher elevation. I brought it up.
Oh,
yeah, higher tones. And all I could think about was like, I kept replaying because I'm thinking my cat woke me up at 12:22 this morning because she's a senior cat, so she's got different needs, right? I fell back asleep. Then my husband woke up at 2:22, so it was like the whole night because he loves his CS2s also. But I was like, okay, we're gonna have good day. Everything was working out, even though the cat woke us up multiple times with her needs. The twos were revealing the vibration that everything's going to be okay and all right. It's all working out.
Absolutely. And it is. God, please take advantage of this day. I still feel so excited. I love it. I love it.
We're
Keep this portal alive.
We're going to carry it over until the next few days. So just push that green energy, that healing energy out. Keep riding it, that magic carpet ride. You know, so if things are coming up, you just shift it. If you're going like, because I've had some wonky things, but I have to shift it and go, oh, okay, let me get back and do a different gear. I got to change my gear. You know, you can struggle on your bike, or you can shift it into, you know, cruising gear. It's up to you.
Absolutely.
No matter what the heck is going on, believe me, because Nanette and I have been through
the ringer
multiple times, but you still have a choice. So
I've laid on
no matter what.
Oh, yep, we've done it. Yeah, we've
done it, and we've come out of it. So you just got to remember, you will survive. You will come out of it.
At first, I was afraid.
There you go. That was fun. I enjoyed it.
Me too. We love you all. Thank you for joining us. Happy 2222222.
Have a good one. Bye-bye.